Welcome everybody back for some more Timberborn on the channel. This is the episode where we're going to go ahead and build a little bit of a wheat farm and bread making facilities. Some of the buildings for our fun fair do require wheat up here, and these buildings will be primarily ran by the bots. So we need to put in the farmhouses. Going to put one here and one here. This is simply going to path up like that. It's basically trying to take up the least amount of space as possible. Let's whack this time up. We are still in a drought, so hopefully not too bad. These guys are both going to go bots straight away. Get them doing something right when it's built. Let's go ahead and put in the wheat. I was going to say, do we have to unlock wheat? How far can these go? Right, then go all the way down to here. Let's actually get these guys down here on the wood choppers to get these cut down as well. That will obviously allow us to plant the wheat all the way down to here and allow the maximum gets here. There we go. Okay, they can do to this row as well. That'll get all of the wheat in, and then we can obviously put a wheat storage in here, like so, which is obviously where they can store the wheat. Funnily enough, which is here. No, I'm lost. Crackers. Why does the wheat not get put in here? That's flour. There you go, wheat. Then the wheat can go in here, and then we are going to... because it's all on... the wheat's going to be on this side. I kind of want to put the factories up here. I don't know how it's going to go. First things first, we need to get rid of all of this. Yes, there's going to be a weird... I don't know, actually. Let's get them all going. Trying to think about how to connect this up. We've run out of space over here. I might put the bread here, actually. So, for wheat, we are fine. But for bread, we need a grist mill, which is looks like this. And we're going to put them there. We're going to do 2 of those and have an extra little power shaft going in like that. Make sure that's built pretty fast. And then we can then put in a path like this. Like that. Like that, and then we can go ahead and put a path across here. Actually, I'm going to put it here. Make sure we can still get to this corner bit here, because I want to be able to go under here at some point, because it's a really cool little tunnel. There's also tunnels in the game that we can actually build, which is really cool. And then put in the bakery. So I'm going to do 2 bakeries for now. And then put in... these are going to get built pretty fast. Get these done so they can both be bots. Same with this one. And then let's put in a big one of these. And then this is going to be for the bread itself. And put a bigger one here for both wheat and... well, the wheat is... I've lost it again. There it is. Wheat and... can we get another one? No. We get a smaller one in for the wheat flour. And of course we can change these around depending on which one is better. So let's get this built up and ready to go. We got the wheat growing down here, and because we're in the episode already, we can show you this. This is my gravity battery wall. I've never built something like this before, and I thought it would be quite interesting to see what it's like. It's going to use up all of our logs and stuff, but I don't know, I thought it was quite cool and interesting to be building. It's massive as well, you can't really get it all in frame. But we need to do some prioritizing. We need to prioritize this statue and all of the buildings down here over that gravity wall, including prioritizing these two buildings here. These obviously just need the wheat. So what I'm going to do is I'll be back once the wheat is growing, or has grown I should say, which should be in about 10 days in game. And 10 days later, the wheat is ready. And the bots are working through the night to actually go ahead and get this wheat in. We're running out of potatoes, apparently. How many carrots we got? Loads of carrots. Let's do this to carrots. Hopefully the ore lag is not so bad because I've built so much in this game. Oh, it's starting to lag. It's alright when you zoom out, but when you zoom in, oh, it's bad. The beavers are becoming happier than ever. That probably means they're big... Oh, God. Oh, God. Hopefully this bad isn't bad for you. I think this might be the end of the series if it's going to be this bad. Oof. Let me see if I can turn the graphic settings down. Okay, I've tried to fix it, but I think it's going to be like that for a while now. But wheat's all done, which means the mud baths are, well, they're built, but they need dirt. So the wheat farm is ready. We're getting our first bread and stuff. Obviously, this is in like 30 times speed, so I can get everything ready to go. Well, yeah, probably slow it back down to a relatively normal pace now. So we've got a bunch of bread in here, we got wheat flour, and we have the wheat. I've set it so that the wheat will be stored in here primarily, and then it'll be transferred by the haulers into this one. I've just set it so it does that. I think that's how it works by doing that. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, but the mud baths are almost ready. I just need to go ahead and get some dirt for them. I was going to put the dirt things up here because it will allow us to do it easier. I'm trying to think of a way to get up there. I really want to put a zip line up here and not have stairs, but we'll build the stairs. Like so, and then we will actually build a bridge. I like the bridges in this game. We will have to quickly demolish these, and then we can build a bridge. Just a overhanging 2 bridge should be enough. That's a 3 blocker. There we go. This is actually an overhang, but not a bridge. This is a bridge. What does this need? Ah, should be fine. Should be fine. And then we can obviously pop all this in. We need some stairs up here. Whack that there, whack that there. And then right here we can put in our thing. Get all this built, and then we can slowly get it ready to go, and then we can obviously demolish it in the future. I like the stairs, but I really just want to zip line everywhere, and I just think it looks so cool. Also, the frame rate's magically fixed itself. But most of the planks and stuff will be going on this big mega project up here. In fact, we've already got metal blocks. I've also dynamited all the way down. Oh, that's cool. These are being built. Lovely. Let's get these... No, actually, let's not get those back on and running yet. Planks is just the things that are holding us back, but to be honest with you, we've got 3 there, 2 there. So we've got, what, 5 plank things? I think maybe I could put 1 in the end here. Make sure there's bots working in there. But, to be fair, there is a lot. So where are the metal blocks? There should be absolutely loads of metal blocks. So now we are struggling for... because the bots are now tired. We're now running out of biofuel. We've got 27 bots out of fuel. We've got a drought approaching. Not too worried about the drought approaching, to be honest with you. But the carrots and the potatoes are going to be less for food for now. So I'm not too worried about that, but this is our problem. It's just bots just completely out of power. But bread's looking good, and the wheat farm is looking good as well. Can we just put stuff here? Yes, we can. Let's put some more trees in. We go up to this line here. And then we can place in some... Actually, I'm going to put some chestnut trees in. And the reason why I'm going to do chestnuts is I'm actually going to put a gatherer flag in, and then they can collect chestnuts from them, which I think would be pretty cool. I also don't think I need that many beavers there to chop the trees down and all that fun stuff. But we got like 2,500 berries, we got over 1,000 carrots, and plenty of bread to go round. Obviously every 10 days this gets harvested. So yeah, not really too worried about that. Really worried about this though. Always a bit worried about this. There's just so many bots here. 67 to be exact, which means there's a bunch of buildings that don't have any workers. Including this one. Right, we need to prioritize these by haulers. I think the problem is that the haulers are all bots. So if I click on this hauling post... Oh, it's beavers in now, well, that's okay. At least I was smart when I did that. Right, we have an issue here now. I don't know if it's going to fix itself. I'm sure it will be fine. But all these bots are coming to get their every 3 hours it makes 5. It should be okay. Water's good. Everything else is good. Should be good. Let's have a look up here then. So once this is built, we will go ahead and actually demolish the trees up here, because not really worth keeping, if I'm honest with you. As they are, then gonna build a staircase up here. This is temporary, by the way, and then we could probably just demolish it all. Put one stick of dynamite all the way along here. Brings that down a little bit, and then we can probably put I was going to say a battery somewhere, probably just hanging off the back, but I was going to say it's probably not going to work. Bots are getting better though. It's just there's only so many hours the bots can, well, these guys can work. Unless I do this. There's plenty of carrots, so it should be okay. Yeah, if I high prioritize those two buildings for bots, then they can always constantly have bots in them, which is good. There's just no bots available for everything else. I'm surprised there's still builder bots. Put some beavers in there, to be fair. These metal blocks. Where's metal blocks? There's 1,000 metal blocks, so it should be fine. Yeah, the other good thing about the bots is that they are quite fast. These guys are bringing in the last little bits. Oh, that's building up there. There must be a bot that's out of power somewhere, bringing... See, the bots are back out of fuel again. There he is. Carrying one metal block. I knew there was going to be one just out of power somewhere. Absolutely crazy. Then he'll go away, putting that in, and then another one will come and actually build it, hopefully. Here it comes. Ooh, maybe not. No, they're bringing dynamite. Do this one. There must be another one somewhere that's just like completely out of power. We've got a drought as well. Which luckily means we can do that. Then this is now built. Puts that in the high priority of being collected. Because we need all the planks we can get, really. But yeah, having that up there, that allows them to come from here and all the way over there. The only other thing we should probably do is bring them from over here, really, but... I probably could do that, actually. Just trying to think of a way to get them there. So if I put this to something that's here, it will get all in the way of each other. I could Put a tower here. And here. And here. Because that will reach to here. And to here. And that gets them all the way up to here for some reason. And then we can probably demolish this one up here. And put another one here. Actually, we probably want another one, like, here, really. But I don't know if I could put one here. Nope. Let's put it here. Then all this. Nope. My god, that's frustrating. There you go. Then we can launch this one. And this one. And then collect. Ah, we can't get up here. Can we now? Okay. They'll get built over time. And we're ready for dynamiting. Boom. And then we could probably go ahead and do this. Ooh. And then what we can do is demolish this one. And then we can put in the dirt diggers, which is in landscape actually. A dirt excavator, which is quite big. And then we'll put one here, here, and here. So we'll do 3 dirt extractors, excavators I should say, and then make sure they can actually get in these. Like so. These need, I think it's 200, so then we can put in these 300 windmills. We'll do something like that. Make sure it goes like that. Make sure that they can actually build this one, these. these and these before everything else. And I was going to say put the gravity battery in, but we could. We could do the oldest trick in the game, which is kind of weird trick, but it works. It works. If we put a gravity battery right here, for example. Need to make sure that gravity battery actually will go there. Yep. The gravity battery there. Make sure this is on the lowest priority it possibly can be. And then we can put a platform here. Make sure they can get over. Right, make sure they can get over. Basically build everything up here. So what I'm going to do, guys, is while they build everything here, I will let them crack on, and I will see you once it is all built. Just get them to pick that stuff up. So yeah, when you're back, all this will be constructed, including this, which is basically just going to be a big hole, which is going to continuously go straight down until it gets to the bottom of the map, because the beavers can basically build straight down, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'll see you when it is done. And once again, a little while later, and it's all constructed, and these guys can start digging away. There we go. I'm going to put beavers in there for now. And then I was going to put something somewhere else, really. I wanted somewhere to store it all. There we go, they're going to start. There we go, that kind of doesn't really make much sense, that. But then we'll have 2 underground storages over here for the dirt to be stored in. Dirt. But yeah, these will dig down as far as they possibly can, store all the dirt in here, and that also means that we can obviously start the weird project that I had an idea for over here, which is actually filling in this hole. In fact, let's not start the process, but get to a point where we can probably start doing that as well. But the mud baths are now in as well. Look at them all in there. Over the way. So the fun fair is now fully completed, which is absolutely amazing. This statue here is also constructed, but we need to put another one over here. I know it sounds weird having like loads of statues and everywhere, but sadly that is how we just, well, how I decided to build this whole map. We are now struggling for wood. Which is not so good. I always knew that was going to be a problem, so... But we do have dirt coming in, which is good. In fact, let's do this now. Go in here, unlock terrain block, boom, and then we can go ahead and basically fill this hole. It's a path there. Go. That gets that done. That gets that done. And this will obviously get done in, well, the next episode, really. And this should take a little while, but we need to... Construction is waiting for construction behind it to finish. I don't know if they can build this. Not too sure. And I really want to play with the tunnels. I don't really know how this works. Oh, it's doing that. Anyway, the beavers are now happier than ever. They're 41. I just need some chestnuts, which I think are going in here. Cool. I've done it so... like this. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave today's episode here. Lots and lots and lots of progress, and this is getting in nicely. I need to make sure that's not in the thumbnail, because we need to focus on the wheat and the bread and stuff like that, but it's going to be in it because we've made a mistake. Anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave today's episode here. Hope you guys enjoy, and goodbye.